Hey guys, welcome to our. That was loud. Hey guys, yeah. All right, here we go. Yep. Welcome to our RCY online podcast experience extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. We are going to be bringing you guys some online content, some fresh, hot takes, some good material. Hopefully, you'll have to be the judge of that. Maddie and I are not professionals at this, but we're trying our best, giving it the old college try to see if we can provide some fun entertainment and just conversational stuff throughout your week. And then also some reading from the Word, different things, embarrassing stories, that kind of stuff. So, Maddie, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this whole deal here?
Well, Chris, we really wanted to get to know you guys and for you guys to get to know us on a more personal level. Sometimes on a Wednesday or Sunday, it's a little bit harder to kind of get an understanding of how we feel about things, you know, get an understanding of who we are as people. And we just wanted another opportunity to connect with you guys. So we want to talk about some serious stuff, some funny stuff, some weird stuff maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever happens, whatever comes out.
Yeah, so, that's good.
So yeah, that's pretty much why we wanted to do this. And, you know, why don't you let everybody know what they can expect from us?
Yeah. So I love the why, going back to that, just because I think we can assume that you guys know us, but maybe for those of you who are new, or for those of you who have been around for a while, you know your small group leader, you know us from what maybe we've communicated from stage, or just seeing us in the leadership roles and leadership positions. But for you guys to get to know us too, like Maddie said, on a more personal level, and sometimes being silly is the way that you can kind of do that. So we're going to experience that together. But yes, what can you expect from this podcast? I hate even saying podcast because it makes it sound boring and lame, but that's what we got for now. A bunch of different stuff. A couple of the things we wanted to do are like funny things, like Maddie was saying, but also more serious, talking about current news, current events, talking about our role to play in the world that we're living in now, and even amidst some of the hardship and things that we've been going through over the past few months, and really talking about those things and seeing what the Bible says and what the Scripture says about how we can react and respond to what's going on in our world. And then I also just like talking about silly stuff, jokes, breaking animal news, those kinds of things. So all of those things are what you can expect. You guys, many of you started school, which is exciting and cool, and I'll be in school for the rest of my life because I have a teaching degree, so that's great, I guess. I didn't. Anyway, here we are. So school started for a lot of you guys, and we did a little poll on our Instagram page. If you don't follow us, it's RiverCity_youth. Okay, so go ahead and follow that if you don't already. But we did a little poll asking how was your first day of school, and we got a good amount of responses, and I'll let you guys be the judge, and Maddie's going to read them for us about how you guys really felt about the first day of school. We'll go one by one. Here we go.
So it's Andrew said, I regret ever saying I want to go back.
I regret ever saying I want to go. And one day he changed his opinion back after months of saying I want to go back. He said, I regret saying it. Okay. So it's Andrew. Good call. Yeah.
I hope it gets better.
Well, you're back, so too bad.
I, Lacey, 01202019.
01202019.
Said right. It was great, so I'm glad you're having a great time at school.
Okay, a positive response. Good.
Marissa Mincer. Hey, Marissa. She said it was bad, so I'm hoping it's getting better, Marissa.
Yes,
it's going to get better.
If you guys thought this was going to be anonymous when you replied, I'm sorry. We're airing it out in front of everyone on YouTube, so yeah, here we go.
The only Harmony said not good, very frustrating.
The only Harmony, not good, frustrating, probably because you never found the melody, but Harmony's good too.
Wow, musician joke. All right. Jen E said, my eyes hurt from looking at the screen all day. Blue lens glasses, girl.
Blue lens glasses.
Get those.
You heard it here.
They save lives.
No sponsorship though. We just like them. Well, Matt does. Okay.
Whatever. It's fine. Chris.Ogren, shout out.
Chris.Ogren.
So rad.
So rad with a lot of O's. I haven't even started school, so that was actually a lie. But I felt like I needed to weigh in. Man, I'm feeling caught right now. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Exposed. Roho_the_red.
Nice.
Hey Tuck. Said, not starting until September, baby. Good for you.
Pumped.
Wow,
Yep.
Just rub that in everyone's faces.
Yep.
Macy_Boone said, it's all right. I wish we were in class though.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I wish you were in class too.
We understand.
Delaney.Lopez, again, easy because we don't start until September. All right.
Okay, nice.
All right, RCBA. JT.Ren said he was having his first date in person.
Okay.
They actually went back
Very
in person.
nice.
So JT, you need to let us know how it went.
Yes, let us know.
Sadie, I'm not gonna say your handle because it's a lot of periods and a lot of letters.
It's a lot to handle.
She said she's tired, and I feel that on a spiritual level.
Yep.
I get
we don't
that.
even go to school. We're tired. So.
And then here we've got a bunch.
Got a
Everybody's
lot of
kind
responses. Well, yeah. What's the general consensus?
Kind of hard. It's okay. Pretty good.
It's all right.
You know, Jaden Wall said 8 hours online. It's great. So he's either lying or weird.
8 hours online, it's great. Okay,
Yeah.
so school is back, which means that you guys have an opportunity. And so that's something I wanted to real briefly talk about. We didn't have that in our agenda. But just talk about the opportunity you guys now have to share what the Lord has done in your life and to share your story. I feel like that's something we talk about a lot, is sharing your experience of what God has done in you with the people around you and now being back in school. Even if that is online, I know it feels weird and like a hard time to connect with your friends and things, but really make an effort to do that because your story is yours and God's given you that for a reason and a purpose, so use it to bring him glory. So do that. Yes. Making some transitions here to our breaking news, I guess you could say. News stories, things that are important to me. Breaking coffee news, you guys. The pumpkin spice latte is back, okay? It's huge. Pumpkin cream cold brew. I had my first one yesterday. It was wonderful as ever. Maddie, tell us how you feel about pumpkin spice.
I feel so much judgment towards you.
Okay.
and this pumpkin spice movement.
Yeah.
I reject it
Yep.
with every cell of my being.
Yeah.
I can't.
And here's the thing, there's always two sides to this. There's no one that's like, I'm okay with pumpkin spice, or like I'm not. It's like I'm either like I'm all in for it, like I live, breathe, and move pumpkin spice, or it's like I hate it and I hate everyone who loves it.
I don't hate anyone, let me be clear. I love you all. But if you like pumpkin spice,
like you a little bit less.
I like
she
you
likes
a
it
little
a little bit less. And I guess that's okay. But here's the thing, you know what I discovered? What do you think about Pop-Tarts? Do you like Pop-Tarts?
No.
Why are we even doing this? You don't like Pop-Tarts? That's real? No, so I love Pop-Tarts, and I'm sure every single one of you watching this loves Pop-Tarts, because who doesn't love Pop-Tarts?
My mom wouldn't let me eat them, okay? What do you want?
Mine either. That was my rebellion face. No, so they make pumpkin spice, you guys, Pop-Tarts. That's a thing. Go get them. I haven't yet, but I am excited, and I'm ready to try them myself.
Hard pass.
So that's really, really awesome. Next thing, Maddie, you want to take us into after our pumpkin spice, into our
next segment. So in the spirit of you getting to know us really well, we wanted to share with you some embarrassing stories of our past. And between the two of us, we have some pretty good ones. We weren't always the cool, calm, and collected individuals you see before you.
Still not, but
I don't know. Speak for yourself. But so we'll start with my story because I feel like I don't really share these kinds of stories. I haven't heard this. You talk about embarrassing stories all the time, like up on stage.
That's true. Yeah.
I never have opportunities to share. So, in high school, I played high school girls basketball varsity, and I always had.
Let's talk about that. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Varsity. Did you guys know you had a varsity b-ball all-star?
Yeah, back in the day, I was athletic once, and so we always had sleepovers at someone's house,
nice.
like the night after we finished a tournament, so like on a Sunday night. And so we had a tournament that weekend. We were over at one of my friend's house. Her name was Emily. She had a dope house. And we were hanging out, and I had to leave like at 3:30, 4:30 a.m. the next morning.
Okay.
My family was going on vacation. And so I parked in the very back so I could get out of there early.
Right. Makes sense.
I wake up, very considerate. Don't wake a single person up in this house. I have not woken anyone out. I get outside. There is a massive Ford F-150 parked behind my car.
Oh boy.
It looks exactly like Emily's dad's car. And it's 3:30 in the morning. And I panic. And I'm like, what do? I've got to get out of here. I can't wake Emily's dad up. Like, I've got to go. So I decide, they had like a moon-shaped
Yes.
driveway.
Yes. Yep.
But there was grass in between, and there was like it was not a large patch, but like I could have driven through it to get to the main road.
Right.
What I didn't know is that it had rained a lot the night before. Also, something to add is that Emily's parents, their yard was award-winning in their county.
Oh.
Not just their
no.
neighborhood,
Okay,
their county.
Okay.
So
These people were serious.
they were serious, and I took my Ford Explorer, which is a large vehicle, and I started driving through, and I got stuck.
No, that's 3:30.
3:30 in the morning. I'm stuck. And I'm a 17-year-old girl. I don't know about traction. And that if I keep pressing the gas, I'm just digging. I'm digging in. And so I went and woke one of my friends up.
Not Dad. You're like,
no,
please,
I'm not
let's
going.
figure this.
I'm not going. Go wake one of my friends up. She's freaking out. They wake Emily up. Emily wakes her parents up.
No.
My whole team wakes up.
No.
3:30 in the morning.
This is horrible.
And come to find out, it's not Emily's dad's
No.
truck. It's my friend's truck. I could have easily woken her up and moved. But I had to get towed out.
That
Left huge tire marks in this beautiful, stunning lawn that they had just redone.
That's horrible. That's
my
horrible.
dad had to very ceremoniously apologize,
Make that right.
offer to pay to fix it. They were able to fix. The dad said he just folded the grass back over and it was fine.
Oh man. We know it wasn't fine.
It wasn't. No. Their mom never looked at me the same way again.
That's horrible.
It was terrible, and I'm sweating now telling that story because I have.
Yeah, no, that's really bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have to follow that up, but I don't have anything because that's bad. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. And the whole time it was your friend's truck. I'm like, where's
her name was Sydney.
Come on, Sydney.
She drove a giant F-150 in Tomball, Texas.
Yeah.
And
she's living the dream.
She was. And
Sydney.
and like I said, I woke up my entire team of 10 girls.
Yeah.
Her parents, her little brother, they're all standing there watching me get towed out of the yard. And then I went on vacation. I was gone for 5 days after that, so nobody could really talk about it until I got back.
That's probably for the best. Just get out of town.
It
honestly.
didn't blow over. No.
Oh.
It did not blow over.
Stop.
It stayed with me for a couple weeks.
She's still carrying that, honestly.
Yeah. There's some.
How many years? That was. How many years ago? We don't.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, we're not.
It was a while.
Okay, it was a while. Maddie's getting up there. All right, moving on to next embarrassing moment.
Wow.
So here it is. I was in high school. I kind of had this thing about me. I like to dress nice. Okay, I like to look nice. I don't have that as much, clearly. But there was a point in my high school where I went to school at a private Christian school at RCBA, and we had a uniform, and so people would abide by the uniform. There was a point where we'd have to tuck our shirts in, and everyone would complain because they're like, oh, we don't want to do that. Meanwhile, I was the guy that would push the boundary the other way, which you're like, what does that mean? What that means is that I thought the uniform wasn't uniform enough, so I would add a tie. And so I would get in trouble by my teachers for it would be more people would be wearing shorts and a shirt, and I'd be wearing pants and a shirt and a tie, and you can't wear that tie. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't wear the tie? So my write-ups were he's wearing a tie, or he's wearing dress shoes when he's supposed to wear athletic shoes.
What kind of tie?
Only the best kind of tie. Well, no. Okay, I know what she's saying. She's making fun of me because I used to do bow ties. No, okay, we're not talking about that. It's a different conversation. This was just a regular tie. Okay,
Yeah,
a regular tie.
I don't have questions about the uniform. I have
This is
questions about what kind of bow ties you wore.
Okay, I had a lot of bow ties growing up too. It doesn't have to be talked about. But my whole point is you guys, wherever you're at, push the boundary the other way. Make teachers get mad at you for being too responsible, for looking too nice. Okay, that's the challenge. You can do it. Make it happen.
And if you have any questions about bow ties, Chris is your guy.
Please. I can even tie one. Okay, you know a lot of people, they do the clip-ons. No.
Oh, you
leave
were
that
legit.
trash at home. I could tie a tie. Okay, so we're already at 15 minutes, so we're going to kind of press through this. Next thing, you guys, real quick, we're going to do a joke face-off, okay? And what that's going to look like, I'm going to intro it. Maddie, you said you wanted to go first, or I'm going to go first?
You're going to go first. I don't feel good about this.
I'm going to go first. Okay, so I hope that she's ready to laugh, because otherwise this is going to be really awkward if neither of us laugh. I'm ready to laugh, so so we're going to tell a joke. I'm going to set up a story, because that's just what I'm better at. So I'm going to tell this joke, set up a little story. If Maddie laughs, then kudos to me. I get some kind of, I don't get a prize, I get nothing.
Just the pride of knowing.
The pride of knowing that I made Maddie laugh, and so that's cool. Then we switch that. Maddie's going to tell me a story and or a joke. I think it's a joke.
It's just a joke. I'm not, yeah.
And so I'm going to try to not laugh. The whole idea is we're trying not to laugh, but also, like, if you want to just laugh, that's fine too.
Like a pity laugh? You want a pity laugh?
Self-esteem. I'll take it, honestly, anything. So I'm going to, no, you're going to start. I'm going to start? I'm going to start.
You're going to start.
Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? She's not ready. Okay.
Okay, I got it.
So...
I can't look at you. I can't look at you.
Am I allowed to laugh? Because it helps.
Yeah, you can
okay,
laugh.
I can laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm already laughing. It's a good joke.
Okay.
So, it was a really sad day. Okay, it was a really, really, like, picture like the saddest day you've ever experienced. Kate, are you feeling that with your feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really sad day when the picture went to jail. Okay, this picture goes to jail. Do you know why the picture went to jail?
Why?
Because it was framed. The picture was framed. Okay, nothing. All right. On to me. It's all right. No, it's fine. I can handle it. Handle it. Okay, here we go. She didn't even think that was kind of funny. That was bad.
It was more the setup that was really funny.
Okay, here we go.
Just to preface, when acquiring this joke, all I did was
I'm
Google
doing water
dad
so I
joke.
can do a spit take.
If you spit water on me. All right. I'm gonna win. If you spit water on me, Chris. No, I need you to look at me. Okay. Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock knock joke?
Mm-mm.
He won the Nobel Prize.
Is that a laugh? If my mouth doesn't open, is that a laugh?
You laughed. Well,
What's the consensus?
So then you put water in your mouth to cheat. You cheated.
Okay, so that has been our joke face-off. I think Maddie won. I'm not sure. We'll have to determine whether or not a closed mouth laugh is even a laugh.
I made no signs of joy.
Okay,
so
all right. Okay.
Same.
So next thing we want to do, you guys, real quick, is I'm going to share just a quick devotional. That's a part that we want to have in every single one of our times with you online. Just something that we can give that's an encouraging word. And so this morning I was reading in John chapter 10. And the most quoted verse in John chapter 10 is John 10:10. The thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy, but my purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life. But what I want to talk about is how we talk about this idea of the good shepherd. If you've ever heard that before, it's a term we've heard a lot in the scripture. And so this is where that comes from, is the good shepherd and his sheep. And so in John chapter 10, verse 3, we see the sheep recognize his voice, and this is the good shepherd speaking of Jesus. And they come to him. He calls his own sheep by name, and he leads them out. After he's gathered his flock, he walks ahead of them, and they follow him because they know his voice. And so when I think about the idea of a good shepherd and knowing the sound of his voice, I think there's a lot to learn from that. There's a lot for us to glean as followers of Jesus, and knowing that in order for me to follow him well, I have to first know the sound of his voice. And so my challenge to you guys is to really, really dig in to understand what God is telling you, what he's trying to communicate to you. But in order to do that, you have to listen, and you have to know what his voice sounds like. And so this week, as you're starting school, or maybe you haven't started yet, or maybe you've already been going for a little bit, and you're trying to understand what your purpose is, or what God's been calling you to do, or what you're supposed to do, listen for the voice of the good shepherd, because he takes care of his sheep. And so that's our encouragement. That's what we can know and believe about God. And so we want to just take time to do this every week with you guys. And if you are looking for something to read in the scripture, I would say start with the Gospels. Like I said, I'm in John this month going through it. And so I'd encourage you, jump in that if you'd like to. Let me know in the comments, or just let us know, DM us on Instagram, text us. You guys have our numbers. So to close, we're going to give you guys some announcements. It's really just one major announcement. Maddie's going to give us that.
This one is specifically for our high school students. Starting on September 14th, Chris and I are going to be teaching a a discipleship class for high school students, so 9th through 12th graders. And we're really going to be focusing on growing students in their leadership capacity as followers and disciples of Christ. We're going to be talking about specifically focusing on people and how we as Christians are called to love all people and what that looks like in your day-to-day life. So you can sign up if you would like to join us. You can DM us or you can sign up next Wednesday. If you have any questions, you can also DM us or text Chris and I. We'd love to answer those. And we would really encourage you guys to pray about it. This class is going to be every Monday night, or every other Monday night, I'm sorry.
6 to 7:30.
6 to 7:30, all the way through the beginning of December. And it's just going to be a lot of discussion, a lot of just kind of really teaching and kind of helping you guys understand what it looks like to be the light of the world in your circle, in your area, wherever you're at in your life. It's going to be super fun. We're fun people. It'll be great. So I would really encourage you guys to pray about it and sign up and join us.
Yep.
That's all I've got.
See you guys.
Bye.